Anyhow, but what comes first, candy or meat in the thing?
What do you mean?
Like in your actual copy.
In the physical book? There's no such thing as a first. Like, seriously, Jay, here. I'll show my screen. I'll show my camera again. There's no such thing as first. Like, literally, it could go either way in your shelf, right?
Oh, shit.
And then it's, like, meat on one side and candy on the other.
Oh, shit. That's whack.
So, literally, there's no such thing as first. Because, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Oh, God.
It's your boy.
Wow, so exclusive today.
It's your boy. Oh, wait, shit. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all you beautiful veiled people out there. Sorry, with the country accent, you kind of have to be a bigot. But, welcome to the first episode of the Homestuck Epilogues.
We're starting a new series in the Homestuck universe.
We're going to have to redo this.
Drumroll, please.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is the first time I've ran this intro. I'm still a bigot, but, I'm here with my friend and co-host.
It is Ian. Welcome back to Homestuck, but a new series.
It's Homestuck the Epilogues. We're so cool now.
It's the Homestuck
By the way, if anyone knows anything about accents, we were talking about this right before I did the intro, but if anyone knows what my accent would be, I'd like to know.
Yeah, that's a good question. Because I mentioned this briefly before the video, because I didn't really think of myself as having an accent, because nobody really thinks of themselves as having an accent until I learned about the Michigander and the Midwestern accent, and then I'm like, holy shit, I do that so much.
I would like to know, because I don't think I do that with anything.
Like, I've heard Jay's mom walk into the room, and then she has an accent. She has a southern accent, that you'd think, right?
Yeah.
But Jay doesn't have that kind of accent, and I'm very curious.
Yeah, I'm kind of just vibing, dude.
Anyways, yeah. So.
Well, I mean, I do have a country accent, but it's not normal.
There are three things I know about. Four things I know about this.
First, there's both meat and candy. That's one thing I know.
One, there's both meat and candy, and the thing about that I know is that either order is intended.
Mm-hmm.
And they've talked about how there are two stories in one, basically. Starting with meat and then going to candy, and starting with candy and going to meat. And they're two different reading experiences, but you can only read it for the first time once.
True.
And Jay and I, by the way, should we be heads up for what we're gonna say, or should we leave that as like a surprise? Because if the people aren't in the Discord, they wouldn't know.
What?
Let's do it as a surprise.
What's the surprise? Okay. I'm confused.
Whether we're doing meat or candy first.
We're doing cocaine first.
Way to spoil it, Jay. But yeah. So basically that. But I've got a reasoning for what we picked, and we're going to talk about it. And the Discord helps with the decision a lot.
Yeah, we were told by Discord to do something, so we'll do it.
Yeah, and I saw a Twitter thread as well. But anyways, yeah. So we know that those exist.
Twitter, man. I've been
2,
using Twitter lately.
I saw that, Jay. I'm proud of you.
I tweeted at Thalion, and I was like, "Yo, good shit with the Ludwig video," and then he retweeted it.
Oh yeah,
gave me a like. It was great.
Hey,
my favorite YouTuber, but then he banned me, that motherfucker.
Oh my God.
Sorry. Anyhow.
Number 2, I know that this has no images in it. I don't know anything else of the content.
Yeah, so we're not sure how we're going to split that up yet.
So we're going to try to figure out exactly how we're recording this, so this might be a little jank, at least compared to the other episodes. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, because we had a set way to do it. There was pages, but we're not sure how the pages work.
We don't even know how long it is. Like, the only tell I've got is the physical,
Like, imagine if it's all one continuous page.
Yeah, right? Just scroll down forever. It's like, if like a webtoon was all just like one page instead of like a bunch of them.
Exactly.
Scroll. And then, okay, so then the other two. One is something that the Discord told me that I mentioned at the end of the Homestuck series, just to kind of quench my thirst a little bit, is that this epilogue, at least in part, explores the Masterpiece Theater thing from Homestuck. And then the fourth thing, go ahead and click start, Jay.
I'm clicking the start button.
Are these fucking content warnings?
Oh, no. No.
So we'll read these in a second. I haven't read these since, so I will definitely have a reaction to this. But when this came out...
It's literally AO3, what the fuck?
It is AO3. It is A3.
Are we literally reading an AO3?
The day it came out on April 13th, 2019, I did read these content warnings way before I got anywhere in Homestuck, right?
Dude,
so I don't remember them, but I remember them being
fucking
Look
at the fucking
stupid.
AO3 bullshit. Holy shit, that's beautiful.
It's amazing. So that's the fourth thing I know.
Dude, because a friend of mine, well, ours technically, is does a lot of AO3 stuff. AO3 stuff. Shout out to Theo, by the way. Fuck that bitch. But Yeah, I've been reading his stories
his
a lot.
really good.
His fanfics are great. He's like matured a lot as a writer ever since like
Yeah.
however long ago. But yeah, like this shit, I'm so
even-
used to at this point.
Yeah, even back in high school in their freshman year, like his writing was amazing.
Exactly, and they've only gotten better. But like, holy shit, I'm just so used to the AO3 thing. You know what I mean?
I know. It's fantastic. We got the fucking rating is mature. The category is female, 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 male, 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 multi, and other, which is fascinating. Fandom is Homestuck.
Oh really?
boy.
Homestuck of all things. Really?
Do you want to read the characters or the content warnings?
I'll do the content warnings. That looks fun.
Okay. So the characters are John Egbert, Rose Lalonde, Dave Strider, Jade Harley, Jane Crocker, Roxy Lalonde, Jake English, Dirk Strider, Barack Obama,
Barack Obama, let's go.
Meridian Megiddo, Tavros Nitram, Solix Captor, Karkat Vantis, Kanaya Merriam, Drezi Pyrope, Riska Circuit, Gamzee Makara, Aridin Empora, Fairy Paces, Arrhenius Circuit, Mina Paces, Dave Pettisprite Squared. Sorry?
Wait, this is beautiful. Dude.
Yeah.
Dude, do you know whose names you don't see in there?
The
There's
rest
no
of
Cronus.
the ancestors.
There's
The rest of the
no
ancestors.
Cronus. That's great.
Of course, Arania and Mina are the only two important ancestors. Although I wish we saw more of Latula and Porum. I like those two a lot.
I've seen chat for them, but Cronus is
No,
here.
I agree.
It's
I agree.
beautiful.
That's great. Calliope, Calibor, and Lord English, original male characters, original female characters.
Wait, what does that mean?
I'm assuming there's new characters introduced into the story rather
Oh.
than returning characters.
All right.
All right, you ready for the content warnings?
Oh god, this is gonna be fun. Graphic depictions of violence, major character death, rape. Wait a minute. What? I thought Cronus wasn't in this.
Oh god.
The economy, xenophobia, as you do, pregnancy, alternate universe, mind control. Ooh, kinky,
Oh, no.
non-con, breastfeeding. What? Misogyny.
Wait, what's the difference between non-con and rape?
What's non-con?
Non-consensual.
Oh, non-consensual. Yeah, I would like to know that actually. Maybe it's just non-consensual touching. Oh god, Cronus is in this fucking. Breastfeeding, misogyny. Oh, yeah, as you do in every good story. Sexism, transphobia.
I fucking love misogyny.
Fuck off.
Caliban
Dubious
quote.
consent. What is that? Where both are consent? I don't know what dubious consent means.
You skipped a line, but
Oh wait, yeah. Misgendering, as you do. Canon compliant, canon divergent, redemption.
Oxymorons.
What's dubious consent?
Dubious consent.
That means like it's like kind of there, but isn't? How does that work?
Dubious is questionable, basically. It's a
mind
fancier
break,
word for
mind
questionable.
breaking. Ooh, I'm into that. No, I'm not.
That's
Please.
a fucking okay. There's so many. Okay, there's
World
actually a lot of
War.
tags in here. Oh no, are the kingdoms and Earthsea going to fight? That's unfortunate.
Political intrigue, robots, child abuse, rough sex. Ooh,
Another
child neglect.
hentai tag.
Hey, let's go. Rough sex, let's go. Finally, the story I've been looking for in Homestuck. Child
Actually,
neglect.
that's not a
Hey,
tag,
that
that's
happened
just
to
a
me.
point out.
Alcohol use, that also happened to me. Breast milk, not me. Death, incestuous undertones, mental
Of course.
illness, suicide. I've done that before.
Gotcha.
Polyamory. What's polyamory again?
Like poly is multiple, amor is like love.
Oh,
so it's
like-
basically.
Oh, it's like
multiple people in a relationship.
polygamous type shit.
It's I don't know if there's a difference, but I know polyamory at the very least is more tied to romantic stuff. You know, I'm not sure if polygamous is more sexual or if they're exactly
Yeah,
the same.
I don't know
but
how
I
they
know
work.
polyamory is mostly like a relationship between many
Fucking
people.
clown dynamics.
Yeah,
Meta,
of course.
abuse, fridging. What the fuck is fridging?
Beats me. This wouldn't be a Hussie story if there weren't clowns in it.
Genocide, diaper. Oh no. Murder, honk,
Yeah.
children, gender transition, depression,
Great.
toxic masculinity. It exists.
Fun.
Sexual abuse, friends to lovers, speciesism. Oh god.
Gotcha.
Speciesism. Babies, manipulation, gore. Oh god. Infidelity, marriage,
Gotcha.
non-binary characters. Let's go. Representation. Let's go. Milking.
Hell yeah.
Identify questions. Feet. What the fuck?
It's a content warning, Jay.
Political rebellion, fascism, rapping. Oh no, not rapping. That's the worst thing on this list.
At least it's spelled correctly.
That's true. Drug use, theft. No,
skipped
drug
one.
use, funerals, religion. God, not religion. Anything but religion.
Content warning and religion. No.
Eating, foods. I don't think we can read this anymore because I saw religion in there. Sorry.
Religion phobic.
I think I'm done. Food, aliens, possession, light BDSM, theft, furry, anthropomorphic.
just light BDS.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Anthropomorphic characters, power imbalances, blood, trickster. Oh God, here we go. Dude, I want a lollipop. How come no one sent me any cocaine-filled lollipops yet?
God.
That's upsetting. Where's trickster? I lost it. Trickster mode, body horror, gerrymandering, starvation.
What do you mean gerrymandering?
What's gerrymandering?
Gerrymandering is in politics because oh God, is it senators? I forget. It's something like that. I think it's senators who each all the senators in a state get to like go reside over certain districts or represent certain districts. I think it's senators. It might be a different word. And basically, these districts, the people who vote in those districts, the vote goes to that senator, right? So
God, why is it I don't need to hear about politics.
Well, you know how in like an election, a president gets points, right?
Yeah.
Like the electoral college system.
I think this is the worst thing on the content tags because I have to have it fucking explained to me.
The amount of points that a state has is based on how many districts and how many senators come from it, right? Mm-hmm. So basically, gerrymandering is I'm not sure if it's illegal, but it's at least very frowned upon, and usually it's under the radar, where people in charge purposefully rearrange the districts to make some senators who are like more truth-speaking irrelevant.
Whack.
And some of them just don't get a district because
is everything going to be on AO3?
Anyways, that's a good question. Anyways, next one.
Okay, so we got down to gerrymandering. Okay, starvation, cuckolding, interspecies relations, guns, vor, assassination. What's vor again?
Eating somebody. I'm not sure if it has to be alive, but just eating another person.
Assassination, alien biology, detransitioning, chronic illness, vomit, drugging, cannibalism, unhealthy relationships, not capitalism, eggs, slut shaming. Yeah, fuck sluts.
Eggs.
I fuck sluts.
So let's get fucked when I fuck sluts.
And there are no if or ands or buts.
Or buts. If, ands, or buts. God fucking damn it, Bo Burnham. Okay.
I love Bo Burnham so much. For assassination, cuckolding, blah, 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 blah.
After slut shaming.
Where's slut shaming? Black romance,
Eggs.
not black romance. Kidnapping, Fago. And a glass of Fago. Bimbolification.
I drank my last
poisoning,
Fago today.
teenagers. Not teenagers. That's domestic abuse. Yo, I remember that. That was a bad time in my life. Reality television. Positioning. What is that?
Oh shit! I've heard that word before.
Ghosts,
I think it has
revolutionary rhetoric, self-sacrifice, propaganda, super PACs. What are super PACs?
Super PACs. Oh, hold on a second. Ovipositioning means expulsion of the egg from the oviduct to external. It's common from.
I'm not into that shit.
Oh, it literally means to lay eggs.
I don't like that shit.
It literally means laying eggs. But yeah, super PACs are hard to explain, but they're basically people who like endorse presidents, and it sucks. They suck. They're bad.
Yeah, fuck presidents. What are super PACs?
I just.
Oh, that's what that was. Pika.
Yeah.
What, Pika?
I don't know, man.
Pikachu.
Pikachu.
Early 20th century dance movement. No.
Oh no.
I swear to God, if we don't, if the fucking Harlem Shake is in this, I'm gonna be pissed. All right, we're in movements, prison camps, APOG,
God,
existential crisis. I do that a lot. Xenophilia. What's xenophilia?
Well, considering xenophobia is like discriminating against outsiders, I'm assuming it's loving outsiders for some reason.
Daddy issues. Oh God, can I tell you? Bad parenting. Boy, could I tell you? Addiction. Boy, could I tell you. Clowns. Wow. I can't tell you.
Boy, could I tell you.
I can't tell you. Fuck clowns. No, not like that.
So our summary is 10 years after their adventure began, the heroes are enjoying a well-earned retirement in Earthsea, but John still has one last choice to make. Fun. Okay. So we got the prologue, and we're up to 8 epilogues from each side.
But what if this isn't as long as we think it is?
We'll find out, I suppose. But I wonder how long these are, because you think these are going to be like long/short enough for us to do like one epilogue of video?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Let's click the prologue and find out.
Let's see how long the prologue is. Yeah. Oh boy, you ready? Okay, so how are we going to read this?
The prologue isn't.
Okay, there is dialogue.
Oh wait, and you continue to click like it's.
Oh yep, and you can see the URL says prologue/2, so there's multiple pages in the prologue.
Huh.
Okay, so There is dialogue, so we can read like.
Do we
Homestuck.
get and we don't get an amount? This sucks.
But how?
How are we gonna split this?
How are we gonna read this? Do we want to do paragraph by paragraph, page by page?
What do you want to do?
I don't really care. I don't mind reading a lot.
I don't give a fuck. Is my fucking epithet? Hey.
We probably should. I feel like it'd be a little jarring to switch between paragraphs. Maybe we should just like. Maybe between commands, since commands seem to exist still.
Yeah. Wait, I think.
And then sometimes they'll just be longer.
Wait, what do you mean commands?
Like the greater than signs and like scroll up. Like the greater than, wake up, greater than. Do you see what I mean? You see at the end of the giant like wall of text, there's a wake up, right? It says wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like those are the commands.
Oh. Whack.
Maybe between there and I don't know. We'll figure it out. Do you want me to read the first bit then, or?
Sure. Yeah, I think
Okay.
maybe we should do page by page. I'm not sure.
We could. Yeah, I'm good with whatever. Is that what we want to do?
Sure.
Okay. Oh boy, here we go, Jay.
Dear God,
It starts
here
with
we
a
go.
crack. Everything else rises up from that like steam. A trembling thread that cuts through space in jagged lines, splintering the void into razor-sharp shards of putrefying leptons and quarks popping apart like raw eggs in a microwave. It's coming undone at a subatomic level, from the bottom up, from the inside out, from the top down. It looks like the eye of a storm, a black hole so supermassive that it spans the width of eternity. It turns infinity into something as thin and fragile as cellophane, shreds it of its dimensions, a piece of paper pinched together at either end, a hole poked through it.
Whack.
At the center of that hole, the edges can be heard fraying, pandemonium. See, this is describing things like an actual book would.
I'm scared.
This would be so cool, like.
Maybe that's
in the
why
Homestuck
it's so like fucking like it changes so much because like it's like people liked the comic style, not having to read it like a
sure.
book. That could be part of it. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
it
not the
probably
whole
is part of
thing,
it.
but part of it could be just the change in format.
I've heard people universally say that it was well written, though.
That's a good point.
Pandemonium as continuity buckles in the middle of the two ends come smashing together. Around the hole, ghosts scream. This is the black hole from the end of Homestuck. They claw at the dying borders of their dreams with fingernail chipping desperation. They whip together like the wind, trailing the mutilated streaks of their hypothetical futures with them. It's a multifractal neon cyclone of primordial conclusion, a churning blender of hyperfinal, catastrophically terminal, and overwhelming permanent double death. The screaming distorts and plunges low as it gets closer to the cavity. At the center, that distortion turns into an eerie music. That's where the cacophony ends. The shattering, the screaming, the squelching, the sounds of elemental particles being torn apart. Like string cheese shoved through a meat grinder, then dumped down a strangely melodious garbage disposal. It all returns to the same tonic dominant. Wow, I know what tonic dominant means. I went
What
to.
does
I
tonic dominant mean?
Okay, so the tonic, the tonic in music is actually
Like
the same.
gin and tonic?
No, the tonic in music is literally the what do you call it? Do. The first.
Oh.
No, one, right? The tonic. The dominant, I believe, if I remember correctly, it's been a couple years, is the fifth.
Oh, do, re, mi, fa, sol. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so.
Or is it same tonic dominant? Matching, and there's like the supertonic, which is 2, and the subtonic, yeah, which is 7. Okay, matching pitch and tone, ironing out the rebellious flats and sharps until the dissonance becomes exquisite. Oh, I love that. A subharmonic symphony that can only be heard in the bones at the dead center of the event. It is extremely quiet, a silence made of all the suffering that limitless sempiternity it can hold, bleeding together until the prism turns into obsidian. It's too vast to comprehend, too black to behold without closing your eyes. Retreating to the back of your own eyelids is to seek the comfort of a familiar darkness. It is to reject an absolute tenebrosity of so perfectly alien it threatens to rip humanity right through your eye sockets. This is the end of everything. This is the end of paradox space. You, wake up. Okay, shit, Jay. Wow.
Wow.
So that's describing the so. Clearly, this is John dreaming.
Dreaming about the fucking black hole.
Describing the fucking
everything.
black hole that Terezi sent him pictures of. So he clearly knew it existed. Because I'm assuming this takes place after the Snapchats that we saw.
Yep.
Still haven't seen all of them, only the ones from the credits, by the way, guys. So it's describing that. It described that. Oh, I fucking love the way Hussie described that. Holy shit, that was great. So your name is John Egbert, and you've just had a terrible, deeply pretentious nightmare. You snap out of bed, soaked in sweat, your heart hammering like a fire alarm. It is just as you feared. You've been dreaming an anime again.
Damn it.
You have no idea what it could mean. What do you mean dreaming an anime?
God, I hate when that happens. Don't you love whenever you dream of anime?
Dream an anime?
Yeah.
Love it.
That's what I do.
Look outside just to make
live
absolute...
in anime, actually.
Sure, the world is not ending. Yeah. The sun is coming in through your window in bars of soft yellow. The only sound you can hear for miles is the wind skimming the hollows of your neighbor's pipe homes. It's a normal day in Salamander Village, which you referred to as Salamander Village because the damn salamanders never bothered to give this village a name, you guess. Absolutely nothing of note has ever happened here in the entire history of the planet, which you would know because you created it. Beside your pillow, your phone is vibrating. Rose is calling. The screen of your phone reads 9:30 a.m., April 13, and also the number 46. Which is how many text messages your friend left you while you were sleeping. A bit excessive even for her. Oh my god, Jay.
We're gonna get some dialogue.
Answer the phone. Do you want to be Rose or John?
I'm gonna be probably Rose, right?
Sure, whatever you... I don't care.
Oh, I have to do Homestuck voices for the first time in 80 years.
Hey.
Since when are you known to operate your telephone?
Since, I don't know, has it really been that long since I called?
I can't remember the last time.
Neither can I. Anyway, what's up?
First of all, happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Fuck, I forgot.
Am I correct in presuming this April 13th will be as uneventful as the last?
Yeah, I don't want to do anything this year. I hope that's okay.
Of course it's okay. It's your birthday after all.
Rose?
Yes?
Oh, boy. You wander to the window and watch the salamanders go about their day. All over the neighborhood, the little dad salamanders are putting on their little rumpled hats and picking up their little suitcases and kissing their little families goodbye for the day. I've always been confused about what exactly they contribute to the global economy, but it's pretty cute how much they love playing at being suburban businessmen. The silence over the phone is growing awkward. You've stalled long enough. You decide to just come out and say it. I've been dreaming an anime again lately. I have no idea what it could mean.
I see.
It's horrible every time. And I don't mean because anime is bad or anything. It's not that. Whenever I have these dreams, everything's breaking apart. Millions of people are screaming and dying. I mean, dying permanently, not the kind of bullshit dying that we've been doing a lot over the years.
Damn you! John canonically hates anime now. That's unpopular.
No, he just said that he doesn't hate anime.
No. He lied.
A couple of yards over, a salamander blows an astounding spit bubble. Truly one for the books. Your eyes trace its meandering journey through the sky as you gather your thoughts. What do you think it all means?
What do I think what means?
What do you think it means that I've been dreaming an anime?
I don't have the slightest idea what it means that you've been dreaming an anime, John. To be honest,
You wait for Rose to finish her thought. She doesn't, which is troubling because you've never known Rose to leave a thought unfinished in over 10 years of acquaintance. You suppose it's possible it may have happened one of the times she died? You wouldn't bet on it, though. Rose, are you okay?
Not exactly.
What's wrong?
I think my condition's been getting worse lately.
Condition?
That's why my message probably sounded urgent.
You left 46 messages.
Yes, they were all urgent.
Oh.
I don't think I can wait much longer before telling you. I held out for as long as I could. I figured your birthday was as good a time as any to let you know.
Let me know what?
It's crept up on me these last couple years, gradually enough to ignore it as what's happening, but I can't anymore. Lately, the visions have been overwhelming.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Visions?
God. Visions of what? John, I have a terrible headaches these days. Talking on the phone doesn't help at all. Do you mind flying to my apartment so we can continue this in person?
Oh, yeah. You mean now?
Yes, now is the time. I've put it off long enough.
Oh, this is scary.
Yeah, what's Rose?
Rose, are you okay?
Visioning? What are you envisioning?
Is Rose like have some...
Very
You move the phone away from your ear and assume an expression you haven't practiced in years. It is the look of a man who actually has something to do. Holding the phone directly in front of your face, you speak into the receiver. Okay, I'm on my way. Bye, Rose. As you hang up the phone, a familiar feeling settles over you. A feeling of standing and being alone in your bedroom as a young man on your birthday. You swear you felt this feeling before. It's almost like a young man stands alone in his bedroom. It just so happens today, the 13th of April, is the young man's birthday. So it was 23 years ago. Holy shit.
Holy shit, he's 23.
He's older than me when he was given life. And 10 years ago when he was given a name. It feels like it is only today that he'll begin to understand what all that means. The young man is you, John Egbert. What will you do?
Holy shit.
Jay, I already love this.
The callback, dude.
I already love the way this is written, Jay.
Shit. We're on page 2.
Yep.
When you arrive at Rose's apartment, you find her asleep on the couch. Slide the balcony door open quietly.
Rose?
Her eyes flutter open. She looks like a ghost, and not the kind of ghost that looks and acts exactly like an alive person. How long have I been sleeping?
I don't know. I just got here. Are you okay?
I'll be fine.
That looks like a lot of pills you're taking there.
Yeah, it's not what you're thinking of.
What am I thinking?
These are controlled substances that have been prescribed by a legitimate doctor to ease the symptoms of my condition. I'm using them only as instructed.
Okay.
So there's nothing to worry about.
But you said you have a condition. Isn't that bad?
You watch her rise in stages, her arm is trembling when she's bracing it on the couch. Oh, yes, the condition itself is not ideal, obviously. Perhaps it does constitute something to worry about. In the context of a different conversation, all I'm trying to say is, I'm not blacksliding, if that's what you're wondering. It's been several pregnant moments. Wait a minute. I'm not saying nothing at all in response to this. I'm having a baby, and the baby is you. You examine Rose's spine. Languid form. No, supine? How do you say that? I'll just say supine.
Supine, I think.
Supine, languid form on the form on the
At least
couch.
I've heard the word supine spoken.
Optimistic that she will continue speaking any moment now. Wag. I struggled with substance abuse for a while years ago. Remember?
I've heard supine in an Unisonus video.
Oh, of course.
When they were describing some stupid massage thing or something, or they were like, lay supine, which means lying horizontally with the face and torso facing up, as opposed to prone, just face down.
Whack.
So prone is face down, supine is the same but face up. Okay. Anyways. Rose, Jesus, I wasn't going to accuse you of being a drug addict, and I didn't fly over here to give you an intervention. It sounded like you had some important stuff to tell me, and the fact that you seem to be sick is more than a little alarming.
I wouldn't say I'm sick, just having spectacularly debilitating headaches as a result of my visions becoming more frequent.
Oh, yeah. What are these visions you're having?
I'm a seer of light, John.
I know. So you mean like your standard psychic visions of the future and stuff? What's going to happen? Should we be worried?
Doesn't technically pertain to the future. Well, not our future. My abilities are broad and considerably beyond their previous horizon. They shed light on many unseen events, past, present, future, and realities and frames of reference that have no intersection with ours at all. Seems to be an unfortunate side effect of God-tier abilities. They can advance at a rate beyond one's physical ability to keep up with. Fortunately, it doesn't seem to be happening to anyone other than me. Black.
Yeah, I can't say I've noticed anything like that, or improvement in my powers for that matter.
It's not about gaining additional power so much as the gradual dissolving of the boundaries between your own awareness and that of your many doomed selves who perish in other timelines. Yeah. It's a slow and apparently rather uncomfortable accretion of knowledge. Perhaps I'm the only one that won't notice any change, since my aspect explicitly relates to knowledge.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's unfortunate. I guess it all makes sense. So what are these visions showing you? Many
things. They're quite disjointed and sometimes hard to rearrange into coherence. But in totality, I have pieced together a great understanding of our present situation and all the events that led us here. Pog. You watch Rose stagger. Oh, I just forgot this was my page. You watch Rose stagger to her feet. There's so much to read, and I'm not complaining. It's just I didn't even realize it. And across the apartment,
I expected as
at the kitchenette, she knocks back another pill with a practiced motion. No water. Her vacant stare drills into the countertop as she quietly waits for medication to take effect.
And
what?
What is the better situation that you wanted to tell me? Is it bad?
Good and bad are words that don't mean anything beyond a certain threshold of mortal consideration. There's a different scale I've come to understand, another dichotomy that's less emotional, I guess. Consider instead of the word good, using the word essential. What exists at the opposite polarity from essential is something that is best not to contemplate.
What are you talking about? This sounds fucked up.
Yes, that sounds like a reaction you would definitely have to the things I'm telling you. I really should cut it out and just start from the beginning. You follow Rose to the balcony. She raises a hand and points directly into the clear blue sky. She points with purpose, as if to say, there, right there precisely is where the green sun would be if it still existed. The green sun is gone.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
So she's realizing this.
Yep.
Now I'm concerned.
Took her long enough.
What if one of the things she's realizing is the Masterpiece Theater situation?
Oh, shit.
What if she's realizing that at some point they're
gonna have to go do that,
or at least
or at least
that'll be the end of their journey, or at least the end of whatever the fuck they can expect, because who knows what happens after that.
F's.
So who knows? I wonder if that's part of it, because it would at least align with the whole, like, you know, something that's best not to contemplate, because it's like, it's not essential right now. It's like the thing that might happen later.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. That's just my thought. What?
It's been destroyed, at least from the current frame of reference it has. It still existed, and therefore, in a way that's hard to explain, currently exists over a nearly infinite span of time, presiding over the birth and death of countless universes. But this universe, our universe, is not one of them.
You saw this in a vision?
No, Jade told me.
She did. How does she know?
She can't draw from his power anymore. She no longer has the ability of a first guardian. It's been this way for several years. I suspect she has kept this fact on the down low, however.
That is interesting, though, because nobody actually explained to them that the green side was gone, because Alt Cali got rid of it, but
yeah.
We know that. The kids did not know that.
Well, I mean, Jade probably felt it as soon as it happened.
Oh, Jade, yeah, exactly. Jade felt that it's gone, but doesn't know why or how, or, you know. That's surprising, I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know. It's not like she tells me a whole lot these days.
It's also not like she's had any particular need to unleash the full fury of the Green Sun, not while she's been gallivanting around with Dave and Carcat under whatever perplexing social arrangement they have settled on. Aww. Anyway, her account of the sun's destruction syncs up with the data supplied by my visions. I have no doubt it's gone.
How did that happen?
Doesn't matter much for our purpose. There was a cataclysmic event, a suicide strike by a very powerful being, much like the one Dave and I attempted. Once upon a time, but it turned out the explosive force we released was only a catalyst, a causal gesture. What was needed to destroy the sun was a consumptive assault.
Consumptive?
The entire sun was swallowed by a supermassive black hole. I digress, though.
Yep.
Press your eyes shut for a moment. Behind them, you see a black hole so massive that it spans the width of eternity. Quickly open your eyes again and pretend to forget what you just saw. There's really no route, this expository garden path, that will adequately cushion you from the bottom line, John. You'll need to travel back into canon and defeat Lord English.
Yep, there we go.
You shrug and try to look casual. Pull off the most casual shrug that a guy has ever shrugged when being present with the inevitability of his own fate. If Rose were looking at you right now, she would be totally convinced that you're approaching the topic with a level of nonchalance that is entirely plausible and genuine. You're sure of it.
Yep, that's what I thought. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to come up again someday.
I'm sure we all did. That is, even those of us without visions.
I was doing my best to not to think about it. I guess we can't put it off any longer then.
Now it is the time we are rapidly approaching a point of no return. If the decision isn't made soon, it will be too late. This issue will no longer matter.
When exactly is the point of no return?
Today. What the?
Wow. Okay then. First, one question. Why?
Why what?
Why do I need to go back and beat him? I mean, sorry if this is a stupid question. I guess he's just a huge awful monster, but I guess that's just what you're supposed to do with huge awful monsters, take them down for their crimes and such. But why does he actually need to be defeated at all? To be honest, it's been years since we've even bothered thinking about any of this, and everything seems...
Take a look around and survey the current status of all life on Earth, which is totally possible to do from the vantage point of the single apartment balcony.
Fine.
Of course everything is fine here. We're outside of canon now.
Yeah, I know. What does that actually mean, though? Are you saying this isn't really happening?
Of course it's happening. Just because certain events take place outside of canon, it doesn't mean those events are non-canon. Oh god, this is so meta.
I mean, okay, this is supposed to be, like, dubiously canon is the term I've heard, and also Homestuck Squared's subtitle is Beyond Canon, so that checks out.
God damn it. In other words, there's an important distinction between events which can be considered to occur inside canon, outside canon, and those which are not canon at all. The day we went through that door and claimed our reward, we passed the threshold between Continua,
which is the plural of continuum.
Marked by differing degrees of relevance, truth, and essentiality. Those are the three pillars of canon.
What?
Rose shoots you an irritated look. You know what that look means. It's reserved for the sort of bozo who just said what once too often.
Okay, so this is... You know, maybe Hussie will have a good explanation.
I don't understand it yet.
I don't... Because, like, right now, this is just what is in the original comic and the stuff that's tacked on to the original comic. It's like, I guess DLC could be outside of canon, if you think about it, because it wasn't originally designed to be part of a game, right?
Yeah.
So maybe it's, you know, DLC is dubiously canon beyond. I know this kind of fucking outside canon shit. Who knows? Maybe Hussie will have a better explanation. But for now, I'm a little dubious myself.
Oh yeah, no shit. This is kind of whack. Any events that take place inside canon will have non-zero values of relevance and essentiality, while maintaining an absolute foundation in truth by definition. Whereas events outside canon have diminished value in relevance and essentiality, or for the most part, can be considered neither relevant nor essential at all. But such events can't be said to be untrue either. Instead, it's better to regard their truth values as highly conditional. Are you still following? Say,
Actually,
oh yeah, totally.
Actually, Jay, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's supplementary material. Here's the example I go to: Star Wars.
Oh god.
The movies are canon.
The movies are canon.
Everything else that like the games and the shit that the fan base makes up that George Lucas said was canon is outside of canon, but not non-canon.
Oh, this is so
They
whack.
happen, they're just not essential or relevant. You know?
This is so whack.
Just like this, how it's not essential or relevant to Homestuck. It's a tacked on thing. So that's what it is. Got it.
I hate it.
Oh yeah, totally.
I hate it so much.
I love it.
Say, oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, I already said oh yeah, totally.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you were just agreeing with me on something.
When would I do that, Jay? No kidding.
Oh, you son of a bitch. I quit. I'm John Troning now. I think now's the time. I didn't need to see the rest of Homestuck Squared anyway.
Of course not.
I think people would more enjoy it on my own solo channel.
Got it.
It's J-Tron now.
J-Train.
J-Train.
Choo choo.
It's like that. Oh, is it snakes? No, it's snakes on a plane.
Oh my god.
Or is it alligator on a plane?
I think it's alligators on a plane.
Gators on a plane, and then snakes on a train. Then it's Jay on a train.
Fucking J-Train is actually a really good name.
J-Train. All right, I know my solo title. I'm leaving later, bitch.
God.
I liked it. The J-Train. Ooh. Thanks, Zion. I gotta go.
It's like John Tron but Jane Train.
Jane Train?
I mean J-Train.
J-Train. Why does J-Train actually sound kind of nice? Alright, I think you just inspired me to go do my own thing. Alright, I gotta go. It was really good. It's been a fun ride. We made it over a year. It's longer than I thought it would last.
Fucking hell, man.
Later, bitch. Hide himself.
I guess I'm by myself now, so, no.
Imagine, dude, that'd be so funny. It's just
Fucking hell.
I was just waiting on a good name. Thanks, son.
Next April Fools, Jay.
J-Train.
You'll start J-Train.
Dear God, how many quote-unquote solo channels am I gonna have?
Every April 1st, Jay makes a new channel. That's just
No. I don't have enough patience for that.
Then I guess you don't have a choice but to stick with me, huh?
Well, I always have enough patience to get away from Ian. Fuck that guy.
Alright, fair enough.
Anyhow, where were we?
So to be totally clear.
So to be clear, everything that's taken place here on Earth C since we exited canon can be considered completely irrelevant and for the most part absolutely inessential. Yet
Fair
nothing
enough.
can be called untrue, at least up until precisely today.
Okay, then what does non-canon mean?
Events that are formally non-canon have no truth whatsoever by definition. They may have relevance and essentiality values that are non-zero or even quite high, but only as projections along an imaginary axis resulting from highly subjective frames of reference. But due to those events having no truth and thus carrying no real weight, the other properties are basically rendered meaningless.
Makes sense.
True. You can feel your eyes go wide as the gears in your head slow to a stop. The implications of what Rose is saying are as vast as they are completely incomprehensible. Your mind has just been blown.
Hussie.
When a character in a TV show finally realizes that they're in a canon universe, they're like, wait,
Right.
the fuck?
Also, fun fact: in the books, I'm on page XIII. They actually have like
They're
prologue.
doing. Wait. Like,
rules.
flip to a future page because like text can't future.
Randomly, I flip to a future page and it's like 71. So yeah, it's literally the prologue is just like
That's the only
like
thing
that.
that's like all like Roman numeral type shit.
yeah,
Whack.
which is it's perfect. I love it.
It's whack. Anyhow, John, are you okay? Your pupils have gone quite wide, thereby facilitating the appearance that your mind has just been blown.
Sorry, I'm just trying to wrap my head around this.
You of all people really should have a good intuitive grasp over these concepts already. You're the one with the retcon powers, after all.
I know, like, I mostly get it, I think. I just wouldn't have thought to put all this in such a jargony way.
Sorry, that's kind of what I do.
It's fine. I'm just a bit rusty is all. It feels like it's been so long since I did or even thought about anything that mattered at all.
Yeah, so the longer we live outside of canon, the more tenuous our relationships with canon become. Hence the urgency.
Then what's going to happen if we stop dragging our feet?
I mentioned that events outside canon have a truth value that tends to be a conditional, remember? Well, I did, but at least in an I did, but let me put. Well, I did. Blah 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 blah. Shut the fuck up, Jay Wilson. But let me put it in another way. As long as we live outside canon, everything that happens will technically be real, but only conditionally. There are certain crucial events inside canon which must happen in order to continue to prop up the legitimacy of events here on Earthseed. You specifically, John, have a responsibility to make sure those events take place.
And I take it that means going back and killing Lord English.
Yes, his defeat is the keystones to this entire continuity. Much like his life in some sick way governed the overall designs of the bridge, which that keystone was holding up. But without it, all of this falls apart. Everything we've been through in a way that's impossible for a single mind to fully comprehend becomes retroactively discredited. Wow.
That's fun.
So if they don't go back, death.
Yeah, which makes sense, because it's like, yeah, I guess it's the Doom timeline nonsense, right? Where it's like, if John, Rose, Jade, and Dave don't go back, then they're not the ones who go back, and that means this isn't the prime timeline, right? Because in order for events to have played out the way they did, Lord English or Caliborn must have used that juju on those 4 kids.
That's true.
Meaning that some instance of those 4 kids in the canon timeline must have gotten trapped in the juju. So if they are not the ones who get trapped, they're in the Doom timeline, right?
That's a good point.
So in order for this to be canon at all,
they have to
be it outside of canon or canon.
Is that the entire point of this? Is them like basically killing themselves?
It makes sense.
Damn it, Hussie.
You know that would explain a lot of the reasons why people don't like this, but I love that.
The entire point is death.
I love it.
As you do.
Just tying up all the fucking like inevitability.
I'm proud to be a Homestuck fan.
This is brilliant. Okay. So reality will be destroyed or something? Hasn't that already sort of happened? I mean, with all the black space started cracking. Oh, when all the black space started cracking. Oh no, that's just the dream bubble shit, right?
I believe so. No, this consequence isn't physical or even a disruption of the timeline. It's more of a conceptual unraveling. If you miss the chance to authenticate canon events, something will take place that's a bit difficult to describe. But I've encountered a term for it. It's called dissipation. Like a notional fading, as if something somewhere is undergoing a process of forgetting, and we are what is being forgotten.
It's a happily ever after.
Damn it!
It's a happily ever after in a story that just fades from people's minds.
All ideas, people, and their full potentialities, possible outcomes, and the specific unfolding, all these things live inside conscious frameworks. The further removed we get from authentication of canon events, the less relevant they become, and they slowly fade from the conscious frameworks of which kept them stable. Make a theatrically startled expression.
I love how this is the definition of meta.
Yeah, exactly. Everything's just meta as fuck.
Okay, I guess we don't want that to happen, or unhappen. Whatever. So I just retcon proof back to English and start, like, brawling with the dude?
You go back and start
beat him up again. Just go back to right where you zapped away the first time when you were beating him
up.
And
then you just keep beating him up.
Finish him off, yeah.
Don't be ridiculous. You wouldn't last a second. You'll need a team. Also, you don't want to just dive headlong into a battle with his bulking adult form. Oh, wait. That would be tactically foolish, and furthermore would skip over some very important steps needed to authenticate canon.
So I wonder if Rose Rose clearly thinks that he has to go back and fight adult Lord English. Does that mean that he does, or is that just Rose being wrong?
Good question.
Like what?
I mentioned that English's defeat was a keystone of the continuity, but this is an oversimplification.
Yikes! Well, we sure as fuck wouldn't want to simplify anything.
Yeah, of course, simplifying anything. That's not how Homestuck works.
Have you met Hussie? Come on, man.
John, please don't be a bitch. I'm unwell, remember?
Sorry.
Me talking to anybody in my life. Listen, stop being such a bitch. Me to the like absolute fucking piles of women coming after me. Stop being a bitch.
Fucking bitches.
Fuck the bitches. In both ways,
Bitch-ass
wink wink.
motherfuckers.
Bitch ass motherfuckers. I warned them about the stairs. They all fall down the stairs.
Fucking hell, man.
I warned them about the stairs, man. Fuck. We need to stop quoting Spodge so much.
I mean, this is the place to do it, Jay.
That's a good point. We're making it happen, man. We're doing
Making it happen. We're doing it.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The true keystone.
Let's make this shit take place.
Yes, sir. Which a necessary component of his defeat is the juju, the house-shaped object you stuck your head in to gain your retcon powers.
Oh yeah.
While empty, it resembles a gap, like a hole in a cannon whose only purpose is to be filled. Serving that purpose, it grants with the radical cannon-altering powers that would be needed to fill it. Once filled, it becomes solid, no longer a gap, but a serviceable, load-bearing wedge in our continuity, like a keystone. Once delivered to English and directed its way, it empties itself again, releasing its narrative-bridging fate load. Functions as a weapon, and in some manner will bring about its demise.
Oh.
So she does understand.
Oh, yeah. And when she says fight Lord English, she means fight Lord English.
Mm-hmm.
She means when he goes back, when they all go back and get trapped in the Jujo, the fighting Lord English part is when they get released.
They get released
with Vriska and all them.
Oh, wait, whenever
Holy
they get
shit,
released,
Jay.
do they, like, get to live their lives again?
Maybe, maybe not. Who the fuck knows what happens to that black hole? Oh, shit, Jay. All the trolls were in the characters, and so was Mina and Vriska. Mina, Vriska, and Arania.
Mm-hmm.
So that means they... Oh, shit, Jay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
Pog...
Okay, wait, where were we? In some manner?
In some manner? It's a complicated artifact, as old and unfathomable as anything else in Paradox Space, like the Green Sun or English himself. Don't worry about it for now. The important thing is that in the due course of your travels, you end up loading and unloading this weapon.
How am I going to do that?
Once you get set things in motion, it should just happen naturally through the narrative momentum of your journey. I'm really just warning you about it rather than instructing you.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Rose looks at her phone. You recognize Kanai's distinct typing style in the window. Rose's thumbs begin to fly across the keypad. She continues to text as she talks. As you do.
Oh my god. So Rose is texting Kanaya. That's aw. Aw. So if we're gonna go back and kill him in time to authenticate canon, I guess we have to get going soon, like today?
Like today? No. Yes.
Are you sure you're actually up for the fight, though? No offense, but you're looking a little worse for the wear.
I'm not going.
Oh.
None of us are. Only you.
What? But you said...
John, this is the victory state.
They all have to go, though, right?
Not necessarily. You could just grab ones from different places in the timeline. Or those could have been doomed versions. Anything could have happened.
I guess, but... They brought all 8 of them, though.
Yeah, but again, that could be any versions of themselves, to be honest.
I mean, but we don't know how to travel between timelines. You'd have to create a doomed timeline to get a doomed person.
So, I mean, if anyone could figure it out, John would.
I think Rose just doesn't realize that they all need to go. I think there's going to be eventuality, if I had to guess.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell does that even mean?
When we went through the door and passed beyond the threshold of canon, we effectively retired from bearing any responsibility for influencing canon events. We've all been sort of decommissioned as active players on the cosmic stage, with severely diminished relevance attributes. All of us except for you, of course, since you retained your retcon abilities.
Okay, I get that, kind of, but couldn't you all just come along anyway?
We could, but it wouldn't serve any purpose. It wouldn't plug up the remaining dark spots in Canyon. You'll need a group of active players. Those still stuck inside the stream of canonic karma.
Oh, you're just completely right. Great, Jay.
I'm a genius!
Way to flex on me. Just 100% correct.
Get fucking flexed on. And you're a quote-unquote light player. Maybe I'm a light player.
But now I'm confused. Okay, so...
That's why it makes sense to me, because it doesn't make any sense in general.
They get random other people, but, like, does that mean that the Rose, Dave, and Jade that get plugged up as well just die during the battle because they're doomed?
I assume so.
Okay. Well, then what happens to the fucking other 4, the Alpha kids?
It's a good question, my friend. I guess we'll
I
just
guess we'll
figure
have to
it
wait and
out.
see. Yeah. Who?
Nothing too extravagant, just for different versions of us, younger versions, from a particularly dysfunctional impasse in our journey. I can point out the exact moment in canon you should be disrupting it, and how you should disrupt it. In fact, I've already written it down to spare you the trouble of remembering. Rose leads you back inside to retrieve the letter from her desk. She hands it over, still typing one-handed on her phone. She sits down and you read the letter.
Huh.
Is there anything confusing about my instructions?
No, I remember all this. It shouldn't be a problem. It's just weird to think about revisiting this. It seems like an eternity. Like, we were all completely different people back then. Yeah, I mean,
I assure you, we are all still fundamentally the same bunch of
like
losers.
7 years ago.
That was like no, they're 20. He's 23.
Yeah, but they spent 3 years in the meteor and on the ship, so.
That's a good point. And it's been 10 years.
10 years since the beginning of the comic.
True.
But John spent 3 years on the ship, so like 7 years.
Mm-hmm. It's still a long ass time.
Oh, for sure. Hell yeah.
Imagine being 23.
Right?
Couldn't
Only
be
me in 2.5 years.
John's a boomer now. This sucks.
John's not even old enough to be a millennial now. You know the youngest millennials are 25?
The youngest millennials.
The oldest millennials are 40. Because I'm turning 21 this year, and I'm technically Gen Z.
What am I?
You're Gen Z, Jay.
You don't count as Gen Z if I'm Gen Z. You're a different era.
No.
Yeah.
1996 was the cutoff for millennials. So 1997 to I think 2010 or 2008 or 2010, 2011, somewhere around there is the cutoff.
What's the generation of people who are being born now?
Alpha, Generation Alpha.
I hate that.
My little brother Avery is Generation Alpha.
They ran out of fucking. They ran out of fucking numbers.
My older sister Oceana is a millennial, and my younger brother Avery is a Generation Alpha.
Oh no!
And I'm Gen Z. Fucking generations in our family, man. I had this scary revelation.
I don't want to be a
recently.
Gen Z. I want to be a generation. What's the thing before Z?
Y, which is millennial.
Well, before that.
X.
Before that.
Boomer.
Before that.
I used to know that. I don't remember.
Double boomer.
Oh god, what was the generation before? Okay, Google. What was the generation before the baby boomers?
Here's what I understood from the website G.
Wouldn't it be the lost generation?
Was the Generation X or the baby boomers? Do you want a little more context?
Wait, did they just say Generation X was boomers?
No, hold on. Let me give you this. That's not correct. I know that's not correct. 'Cause my dad is.
Generation X is boomers. Let's go.
Generation list. The generations. Here we go. Okay, so Gen Alpha is 2013 to 2025.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, Gen Z. 1996 to 2012. Youngest is 9, oldest is 25.
Interesting.
Millennials / Gen Y. Yeah. Then there was the Zennials, which is 75 to 85. I'm assuming that's not like a real thing. That's just like in between. Then Generation X is 65 to 79. 42 to 56. Baby Boomers 1946 to 64. That was my grandpa and grandma. The Silent was 25 to 45. The Greatest was 10 to 24. The Interbellum was 01 to 13. And the Lost is 1890 to 1915.
That's wet.
Interesting.
F. Scott Fitzgerald was part of the Lost Generation.
Fascinating. Okay, anyways. That is a tangent. Okay.
Anyhow, crack cocaine.
Oh, did you finish did you read, you're on the narrative thing.
Which narrative thing?
Rose is ultimately
right about that. The way she is about most things. You continue to scan the letter and grimace slightly.
Should I really punch her in the face? I felt kind of bad about it. last time I did that to someone.
Yes, you absolutely should and must punch her in the face. Who's her?
I'm confused.
Let's keep reading. We'll figure it out.
Okay. Oh, okay, because John just wrote a letter.
Yeah.
Just like because he just read. Sorry, Rose wrote a letter. John read it, and he just read it.
I mean, that's what he's talking.
So we're not
about.
supposed to know.
Yeah.
We're not supposed to know. Good. That's you.
What?
I was about to read you exhale, but it's you.
You exhale and turn the paper over in your hands. The other side is blank. You flip it back over, having fully processed the instructions drafted in the polished purple handwriting. I like how Rose still writes in purple after all these years. Some things never change.
All right, this seems straightforward enough. I mean, aside from the part where we all have to fight an invincible monster.
He isn't entirely invincible. He will be vulnerable to Dave's weapon. I believe other Gambits should present themselves as well. I don't think it would serve the mission well for me to tell you exactly how it will go. But at least I can offer this bit of encouragement. If you follow my instructions, English will be defeated. It is an absolutely essential outcome. And essential, if you'll remember, is the word we should be using instead of good.
I see you're advising we go after him when he's young. I guess that makes sense. Go get him before he gets all big and strong, like kind of a surprise attack.
Sure. Yeah, exactly.
Rose is like, yeah, believe that.
Yeah, totally. A surprise attack. He doesn't know about it.
Of course, not at all. And but he was taken by surprise, even though he knew about it, which he said at the theater. He was like, yeah, no, I looked totally surprised, even though like I must have seen it coming. God, that dude sucks. He was taunting me a while back. Yeah, on the Snapchats.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I think he wants me to come fight him. Anyway, I just ignored him, obviously, because I'm not a stupid idiot. But I guess today will be his lucky day.
You take a seat next to Rose on the couch. Examine your friend. Her eyes are closed and her hands are folded in her lap. She's not asleep, but she looks wasted. Like, all the life has been sucked out of her through a straw. Not like she's, like, drunk, you know? Like, she's insubstantial. When you were kids, you always thought that Rosalind had all the answers, that she could fix any problem with a wall of text and a witty rejoin. You guess that much of her hasn't changed. She's still trying to solve the problems you all left behind. You can't believe how sick she looks. How did this happen to her?
I should probably get going and let you rest. We can talk about it all about it when I get back. I'll fill you in on how it went. Hopefully you'll be feeling better by then.
Oh, yeah.
Is something wrong?
Rose opens her eyes and looks at you, but she says nothing, just looks.
I'm not scared if that's what you're worried about. You've already said we're going to defeat him, so nothing to fret over, right?
Yes, you. Something flickers through her eyes, almost too quick to catch. When she smiles at you, it's warm and sincere. You're gonna do great.
Aww.
Aww.
The fuck?
That is pretty pog. Rose slides her arms around you. After a while, she releases you from the embrace and gets up to fetch her bottle of pills. She pauses at the bedroom door to look at you one more time. Goodbye, John. She closes the door behind her. Look at the letter. Oof. Bye, Rose.
John's not coming back from this, is he?
Nope. You run your thumbs along the edge of the paper. Is this really it? One hug from Rose and you're off to face your destiny? The instructions in the letter are clear. But she's, like, definitely making sure that he doesn't know that. We aren't sure precisely
and,
what
John
to do
might
next.
be okay, but he's not going to be able to come back to our seat.
Inertia and indecision keep your feet planted firmly on the carpet. Then, as if directly answering your quandary, your phone buzzes in your pocket. It's a text from Roxy. Read text. It sounds important. You get up to without thinking about it. You exit through the sliding glass and leave it open behind you.
I wonder how much longer the prologues are.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I guess it's my page. It's a beautiful day in the Carapace Kingdom, just like it was in the Human Kingdom, and just like it was in the Salamander Village. For whatever faults this paradise he created for whatever faults this paradise he created might have, you sure don't hear any complaints about the weather. You're sitting with Roxy and Calliope on a giant chessboard pattern tablecloth. It is a nice touch, you think. But if you spent any time shopping in the Carapace Kingdom, you'd know most things you can buy are chess-themed. Friendly Carapacians go about their day around you, passing through the park with their eyes politely averted as they pretend not to notice that 3 celebrities are having lunch in the grass nearby. It's extra polite of them because you and Roxy are having a very personal conversation. Oh, so time skip until, like, John goes to meet Roxy. Okay.
Yep.
She looked all right, mostly just tired. At least she seemed to have enough energy to babble at length about philosophical gibberish and things about canon and such.
Lamau, yes, she filled you in on all the ultimate self-junk then?
The what?
The shit where she starts knowing everything and feeling bad.
Oh, that's not the term she used. She just described it as a condition. You haven't been feeling anything like that, right?
What, getting to know my ultimate self?
Yeah.
Man, I barely got a hold of my basic ass self. True.
I feel that. Yeah. She said she was the only one going through that she knew of. Poor Rose. At least all that medication seems to be keeping her sort of functional. Roxy gives you a serious sidelong glance. Remember that whole totally unprovoked spiel Rose gave you about substance abuse? She said it wasn't like that. I mean, she said it was under control. Well, what the fuck do I know? The only illicit substance I've ever done is like that stupid trickster lollipop. Never again. That was during the wedding. Remember when during the Snapchats we're like,
yeah,
oh,
everyone
lollipops.
did fucking trickster mode. Yeah, whatever. Can't say it's much my business anymore. Rose and I aren't as close as we used to be.
You nod, sort of knowingly, because you're thinking about how you hadn't talked to Rose in ages either. Roxy gives you a quizzical look, but you turn away before she can draw meaning from it.
Miriam's been keeping her real busy since they got hitched. They both vanished down the brooding caverns, and that was pretty much that. Only since she got sick and spent more time at home do we start talking more again. It's been great, but our conversation's been a little bit upsetting.
And here it comes, the one that you were trying to avoid thinking about at the moment Roxy texted you, about how you haven't talked to Roxy in ages either. You're having such a nice time ignoring that fact, too. Change the subject. So, are you and Callie still living at the same place I last saw? The one near the tower?
You look... Yeah.
You look towards the bell tower in the distance. It's a Gothic building so tall that it cuts a shadow through the midday sun. It's an important landmark in the kingdom, the tallest structure for miles around, and the only way you can ever navigate your way here flying. Carapace architecture is otherwise identical, and a reflection of their functional collectivist society.
Yep.
That's cool. It's a nice place.
Yeah, I like it here. I've thought about it, but I'll probably never want to live in a different kingdom. Still feel most at home around the chess guys.
Makes sense. That's about how I feel about the salamanders, which I realize actually makes no fucking sense. They lead simple lives. I don't really care for the chaos of human or troll cities.
Neither do we.
You watch Roxy smile and reach for Calliope's hand. Oh, Calliope's here. I get to see Calliope dialogue at the bottom. I'm excited. Okay. Look away before you start dwelling on it. You start dwelling on it immediately. Mood. Looking probably quite conspicuous with how quickly you whipped your gaze away. But seriously, what is up with their relationship? Is it romantic? Platonic? Oh my god. Okay. I remember thinking about this during the Snapchats. I'm like, what is the deal here? Like, I don't care, but like, what is happening? I'm a little confused. But it's cool. John's bringing it up, kind of. Can cherubs even have romantic relationships? That's a good question, because I remember Callie saying something about not being able to love and only having black romance. Are they even interested in it? Like, on a fundamental level? Did their brains and hearts even work that way? Questions like this used to keep you awake at night. You look at them, at where Roxy's fingers are entwined with Calliope's green claws. Calliope is still wearing the Ring of Life, the same one you obtained in a ludicrous adventure through the afterlife, and then re-obtained in a ludicrous adventure through canon when it was stolen from you. It's the same one that allowed Calliope to stop being dead in the first place and to come live with your friends here on your beautifully renovated home planet. And it's the same one you gave Roxy all those years ago to fulfill a promise made to a very special new friend. At the time, the gesture felt so important. It felt more meaningful than any gift you've ever given. Like there was some grand emotional gravitas about it that signified something deeper than what it turned out to be. You have since concluded that you were just imagining things, ascribing symbolic meaning to gestures that they simply didn't carry, like the dumb kid you were. Tactfully avoid saying anything at all about Roxy and Calliope's weird, ambiguous relationship. Is he going to fail this as well? But he can't stop thinking about it. What goes on in Roxy's head? What she thinks about you. You and all of your friends have dispositions affected by your classes and aspects. You think you know what that means in your case, but what about her? You can only speculate. Void is a place where things sink and disappear, where they linger forever but cease to exist. You weren't actually sure if your feelings for Roxy ever really faded, or if they just grew numb with time and distance. Is it the same for her? Oh my god. Is it like a admission that John had feelings for her? You search your soul for the answer, but come up empty. The truth is, you suspect her mental interior is unfathomable. In fact, you feel sure of it. You wonder suddenly watching her, this version of her that is, the one with whom you share all these bittersweet memories. Will you ever see her again? I like being Calliope. Do you wanna just be Calliope, or?
I don't care either way. Which would you prefer, to be Calliope or John?
I mean, I guess Roxy's also talking here, so.
That's a good point. Or you can take both Calliope and John if you want.
I'm reading a lot on this page, though, so maybe I shouldn't be Calliope.
Okay.
Yeah, you can be both, too, since I'm reading the narratives.
Ahem, John.
What?
Please forgive me if I come across as impatient, but if we have finished with the pleasantries, I believe you have a choice to make.
Huh?
The choice as to whether you will go defeat my brother or stay here. Have you decided yet?
There's a choice? Calliope is smiling brightly, but Roxy's face has no expression at all. I was just assuming I had to go, because if I don't, then a lot of stuff will stop being real, or stop being canon. To tell you the truth, I'm a little confused about what would happen if I don't go, but it sounds like it would probably be bad.
That may be so. We are not here to question you about the consequences of your decision either way. There's always a choice. Roxy and I merely wish to invite you here for a nice human picnic and show our support for whichever decision you make. To be honest, it's a relief to finally be doing this.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
How much have you actually talked about this? I mean, how many people knew this was going to be a thing?
Just us and Rose. Well, Dirt too, I think. She's been talking to me about it a bunch, and him too, but I don't know how much. She's got, like, thoughts about all this shit. Whatever, that's not important to me or even remotely surprising. From bottom line, Rose has been tormenting herself about having to tell you. I'm just glad she finally said it so she can rest. Now it's up to you. Yes, take all the time you need. Fucking Dirk over there. I got thoughts. And not the hoe kind.
I have things to say.
I got things to say.
And you know it can't be the whole kind because I'm gay, remember?
Oh, shit. Again, we aren't here to influence you. It's very important that this decision comes from your desire to go through with it, one way or another. Any tampering could taint the results.
Wait, what?
So what'll it be, John?
A chill runs through you and stays there. Consider the gravitas of this choice. You try, but you can't, because you weren't really prepared for it. You didn't think it was a choice at all until this very second. You think back to the way Rose looked at you before she went to bed. What has she told Roxy that she didn't tell you? The chill tightens around your throat and turns into fear. No, not fear. The feeling is worse than that. It's regret. You wasted your time here on this idyllic restoration of Earth. Why did you spend so much time alone, moping around the house, mourning your dead father, who probably would have wanted you to get more enjoyment out of your teen years? As well as your unusually early retirement, there's so much you could have done. You could have even reached out to Roxy again. Maybe she was waiting for you to do that. Maybe your withdrawal hurt her. Maybe she was heartbroken just like you kind of feel right now. You study her perfectly stoic face and conclude nothing from it. Her expression reminds you of how Dave used to look when you first met for real, before years of living with Carcat softened him up. Oh!
Hey.
Impenetrable cool.
Yeah.
It's too late to figure any of this out now. You fucked it up already. Unless, of course, you choose to stay. Upon further examination, you realize that Roxy's stoicism isn't cold. There's concern there. She's displaying restraint, keeping quiet while you make up your mind. You're sweating. You realize cold sweat, even worse than the anime nightmare sweat you woke up soaked in this morning.
John, you okay? Looked like you were going to pass out there for a second.
Suddenly, Calliope bolts upright.
Of course, what was I thinking? This decision is far too important to be made on an empty stomach.
She fetches the picnic basket, which naturally has been sitting there in the tablecloth since this moment you arrived.
Jesus
oh,
Christ. God.
I just see meat or candy go down there. I'm like, holy shit, man.
Here, before you choose which broth you're going to take, you should decide what you'd like to eat. I have packed a wide variety of provisions, easily enough to satisfy even the most ravenous picnic-goers' appetites. Behold, an array of savory delights for the carnally inclined, and perhaps something for your sweet tooth, for lust for treats is what stokes your desire. Oh no, are we about to be done with the fucking...
Oh god. Jay...
Oh god.
Oh,
oh god.
Yep.
And this is about to be the end.
Fucking meat or candy is literally staying or not.
Oh shit!
And I don't know which is which.
I'm assuming candy's staying.
I have no idea. We have no way of knowing either.
Wait, candy...
It's completely arbitrary.
Meat's like the meat would be like something you're getting more out of, right? Maybe? I'm not sure how that works. I'm finally starting to... What?
But candy's more like flavorful? I don't know, man.
But candy's like something that you get
sweet
at the
or
end.
Savory.
Think about it.
Yeah, at the end, sure.
So that could mean that they make it all the way to the end of what we saw, or...
So we have no idea.
Yeah, exactly. So...
Oh, I love it.
I hate it.
I mean, I like the idea of having to make an arbitrary choice and then committing to it. But fortunately, and unfortunately, our Discord has come up with an answer for us, and I actually agree with it.
I didn't make the rules. I just followed them.
But anyways, yeah, okay. Calliope produces 2 dishes from a basket and begins gingerly unwrapping them. The unwrapping is so ginger, in fact, that there's something almost dramatic about it. Like the opening theme to that boring sci-fi movie with the monolith and the bone-throwing monkeys should be playing as she
son of a bitch.
peels away the cheesecloth. On one plate is one plate is a pile of meat, rare, almost bleeding cuts from animals you can't identify. Oh shit.
Oh shit.
The other plate holds a generous heap of colorful, exotic-looking candy. You scoot to the side and peek into the basket to see if there's anything else. There's a book in there, but no more food. This is all there is. Contemplate your lunch. You put a finger to your lips and focus on the food with great intensity. You stop fretting about choices and heartbreak and eternity and Lord English. Your entire world narrows to a single point of light as you are utterly consumed by the overbearing decision about which of these absurd meals to have for lunch. Meat or candy?
Oh shit.
Meat or candy? The two possibilities pinball around your skull. Meat or candy? It's a tough choice. On any other day, you might be inclined to simply follow the whims of your cravings, but no clear victor surges to the forefront of your mind. Either option offers a tempting means of sustenance. You know the meat will be rich and filling, and if you're being honest with yourself, you hadn't had the most robust diet of late. You didn't even have breakfast. It's probably a good idea to eat something resembling a real meal for once. But you're no stranger to Calliope's tastes. As far as carnivorous comestibles are concerned, you know every cut on that plate is rare to the core. It'll fill your mouth to bursting with juice, lie heavy in your stomach for hours to come as your body wants to break down all the nutritious protein and fat. It might be tough to chew, might even be tougher to swallow. Maybe the candy is the better choice for a picnic like this. Something that'll go down easy and fill you with bright energy as you pass the time with your friends. You know you need to just let go sometimes and stop worrying so much about what other people expect of you, or even what you expect of you. It's not a bad thing to enjoy yourself just for the sake of pleasure. But eat too much of all that sweetness could make you sick. Roxy and Calliope glance at each other in confusion as you deliberate over what to eat. You suppose it's taking a while to choose, but each dish is appealing enough in certain ways. Each has potential dietary drawbacks. You don't want to make a decision you can't stomach. Ha 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 ha. Meat or candy, John? Meat or candy? You release your breath when you realize you've been holding it. You're being ridiculous. What's the sense of fussing over lunch? In the end, it really doesn't matter. Whatever you choose, it'll all be flushed down the toilet tomorrow. Just go with your gut. Don't sweat the small stuff. There are much more important things out there to fuck yourself up over. Holy shit.
God damn it.
Okay, JJ. That's the end of this episode.
Yeah. Oh, we're just gonna like leave that for the next episode.
Well, I mean, that's a good length of an episode even.
That's a good point. Probably.
And a couple minor outtakes, right? So
yeah, so that'll probably be an hour.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Wow. We also got through 3 pages, which concerns me.
Yeah, but I think I'd like
I'm hoping
to know
each epilogue, because we saw 8 epilogues for each side. I hope each one is about this length, and that could be an episode.
That's true. It won't take us very long to get through then. No
Wow,
Homestuck.
Wow.
This is whack.
Yeah, okay, that was great. I actually really love this so much already. I'm super excited. I mean, it's a lot of reading, but I'm excited. And then in my book here, it says choose candy, turn page and read volume candy, or meat, flip book and read volume meat.
Shit.
Because I opened from the candy side.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my god, Jay, this is exciting.
You can open it from the meat side, and there's a prologue there too.
That's a good question. Oh, there is, yeah. It's the same prologue.
Whack.
And then at the end of it, it says...
Meat or candy?
It says meat, turn page and read volume meat, candy, flip book and read volume candy.
So anyhow, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, all you beautiful, valid people out there.
By the way, guys, before Jay does his outro here, I want to say something.
Crack.
We've already decided if we're going to read meat or candy first, but we will not tell you until the next video comes out.
Haha, get fucked,
which is
audience.
Wednesday. That being said, if you're dying to know, what do you think they can do?
Wait for the next episode.
Well, where do you think it's brandished? Where do you think they can easily figure out what we're doing first?
I don't know. Go find a psychic somewhere.
Our fucking Discord server, Jay. I'm trying to plug our Discord server.
No, I knew that, but I wasn't gonna go along with your stupid ploy. Fucking asshole.
It's true though. If you go there, you'll easily find it. And even if you can't, we'll totally tell you there because it's an incentive.
You stupid ploy. You stupid ass mother piece
but
of
we've
shit.
got reasons for it, and I'll
bitch.
explain the reasons. I mean, there's not that many reasons. It's mainly just one big reason.
Hear
that
what's
I came
wrong
up
with the human race.
and then what the Discord decided.
Anyhow, I'm gonna run an outro.
Jay can do his outro.
Hey, Pog. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. Please?
Please.
Please?
Please, lease.
Please leave like.
Indeed.
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 Indeed. If you enjoyed this, please leave like. That would be great. We appreciate it. Comment down below. Tell us what you thought. Subscribe, post notifications if you want to see more Baby J content. Oh God, please never want Baby J
Make sure to squish all the little ants, all the Mr. Ants.
Mr. Ant. Get it? Because ham hands.
Because fucking Hyoko. Okay.
Ham hands.
Jesus.
Mr. Ham hands.
Don't. I knew you were gonna do that. Fuck.
Ham hands.
I was like, is Jay gonna do it? No. Okay.
It's a requirement. We're probably gonna get copyrighted for that one of these days.
I don't think so.
No, you don't think so? You think that's different enough?
I mean, yeah, and also it's not produced at all, and it's would fall under cover anyways.
Good point. What did I get to? I got to ham hands. I think I already said subscribe, right? Make sure you subscribe if I didn't say that already. Join the Discord because Ian's a stupid prick and he won't tell you things until get to the next one. Hopefully nobody's gonna start from the epilogues. They're gonna watch our like original Homestuck series. They know that I'm a piece of shit and I can't do anything functioning well. And you know this crazy thing called Twitter.com. Let's say in a hypothetical situation that Jay Wilson has been using said Twitter.com.
Jay is actually using them.
It's true. Jay Wilson has been researching the Twitter algorithms to see how much fucking money he can make off Twitter. It's a lot, by the way. Like millions.
Oh, millions of dollars.
Millions of dollars off Twitter alone.
Of course.
Twitter and TikTok. No, I'm just kidding. Not TikTok, but Twitter. Anyhow, if you want to see what the fuck I've been doing on there, then I guess you're gonna have to go and fucking look at it. Stupid piece of shit, motherfucker, son of a bitch. I hate the audience. Fuck the audience. Not literally, though, because that's probably illegal for at least 2 of them.
Gotcha. Jesus Christ, Jay.
I'm such a genius. Anyhow, bye, people.
Love y'all, bye.